What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Game Channel. My name's AJ Gills. How y'all doing? We are starting something new today. It is a game I have been waiting for a very long time. This is Fire Emblem Three Houses. This is my first Fire Emblem game ever. It's always been it's not really been a series that's been on my radar until probably within like the last year or so. When I saw Fire Emblem Heroes, it kind of reminded me. I'm like, oh yeah, there was that tactical sort of strategy RPG series that was super popular, and really until the Switch, I was never big into Nintendo platforms. I had a Game Boy Advance, but even then, I wasn't. Fire Emblem really wasn't in my my line of view. As soon as I heard that they're coming out with one for the Switch, I'm like, oh yeah, definitely, I'll give the game a shot. I bet it would be fun. And then the more and more I find out about Three Houses, especially with the school aspect of it, that I really like. I've always liked that in games. It's just a neat way to do RPGs and everything. Persona being one of my favorite games is a big tip off why I love that like sort of school setting. But it's really interesting having this be set in a military academy. Technically, it's a monastery. I believe it's the Garrig Mach Monastery, and all that. I think it's a really new. A neat way to do stuff that would draw in, that'll change things up for older players, but also give a really kind of cool jumping on point for new players like myself. Real quick though, before we hop into things, I do want to make a few announcements about this as always. But sorry about the weird cut there. I had to remove a cat from behind my computer. Right, I was talking about announcements. Please, no spoilers. Down in the comments, please don't do that. I don't want to have to delete comments or remove whatever. I'm coming in this as far as the narrative goes. I know there's a time skip. I know about the school, but really, other than that, I don't know a whole hell of a lot about the story. And I want to kind of experience this fresh as I assume a lot of other people do too. So please, no story spoilers. If you do have like tips or like, hey, there's this special item over here, try and be as vague as possible and let me try and figure it out on my own through your hints. If it takes, if I seem to not be able to figure it out even with your hints, then you can be a little more on the nose, but still, that's just kind of how I like that. Kind of on that same vein, sorry about the coughing, I'm still a little sick. I know a lot of YouTubers have an issue with backseat gaming. Don't necessarily have an issue with it. I mean, you want to say, hey, again, give me tips on gameplay or something if I may be misunderstanding mechanic. Always happy to hear you guys. Always happy for tips and stuff like that. But again, at the end of the day, I am going to be making my decisions, play my way, etc., etc. But like I said, I am always happy to hear other people's input of, hey, this skill is awesome, this weapon, yada, yada, yada. So, stuff like that. But like I said, at the end of the day, I'll make the decision of what tips to implement, not implement, whatever. All that. I feel like there's one other thing I wanted to bring up before we hit play. Oh, right, the house that we're going to be playing as. I will be doing 3 Let's Plays for this game, one with each of the houses. Definitely, this one is going to be the Black Eagles. It's what we're starting off with. I picked that. I picked the Black Eagles mostly because of the characters. Half because I think it has the best waifus in the game, and Edelgard is really cool looking. If I can, I want to make her into a wyvern rider and kind of make her a version of Daenerys from Game of Thrones. I'm said Lord of the Rings. That's not right. But I think the Black Eagles have some really cool characters, and that's kind of what beat them out for the over the Golden Deer, who is my other probably the house I'll play in the second playthrough, and the third one. Might actually wait until next year, in all honesty, but that's because there's supposed to be new story content, and characters and all this stuff. If you saw, I have the, expansion pass and everything, so, I actually might wait, to do my last Let's Play until that extra content's out, and that'll probably be with the Blue Lions. Jesus Christ, sorry about the coughing. I think that's just about it, yeah, alright guys, thanks for watching, let's go. Sorry if that intro was a little on the long side, I just wanted to get a lot of that out. As far as difficulty, just with this being my first Fire Emblem playthrough, I'm going to play in normal. The next one, I'll definitely play in hard, but we'll play classic for permadeath and everything. Other than that, no online, and I'm going to turn my mic off for a second so I can cough without interrupting things. This music's sweet.
Ladies.
God damn, I love this animation style. Like on one hand, it has that kind of traditional Japanese sort of like anime style, but there, yeah, like shots like that, there's almost like a 3D element to it.
Do you recall the Red Canyon? You'll die. 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 You took everything that I loved.
JRPGs, where you get dropped into shit with very little context.
He's gone now, Mother.
Yeah, like certain aspects of that honestly remind me a little bit of like Valkyria Chronicles. Again, in that kind of like half hand drawn, half sort of like 3D model sort of animation. It was really well done.
Oh my. What could have brought you here?
And okay, we know this. I have no idea who this is.
Oh, I wonder how you got in here. It is most rude to interrupt a moment of repose. Very rude indeed.
I mean, I believe people who know Fire Emblem know who these characters. You know, I believe this might be a character who's either been mentioned or a recurring character in Fire Emblem. But all I know is she's important and she has something to do with the main character.
Now come to me. I wish to have a look at you.
From stuff I've seen in trailers and whatnot. Alright, so this is our decision if we want to play a male or female Byleth. Honestly, I think the female Byleth has a much cooler design to her. But as usual, I'm going to kind of insert myself into this, and we're going to play as male Byleth, at least for the first playthrough.
I have not seen the likes of you before. Who are you anyway?
I'm a ghost, I'm a demon. Yeah, I like that.
Do not deceive. You would do well to keep your wit in line. I see. Then you must have a name of sorts. Go on.
Yeah, just keep playing as Byleth.
I shall not ever grow accustomed to the sound of human names. You must possess a day of birth as well. Beneath which moon and on what day were you born to this world?
I've never understood the whole thing with Japanese games and birthdays and whatever. I know isn't it supposed to be a personality thing, kind of like blood type? God, I'm not even sure if like the month that we pick would like give us different boosts or whatever. But I'm gonna put my actual birthday in there, so there we go.
Well, wonders never cease. It seems we share our day of birth. How strange.
Huh, it's almost like she, no matter what you picked, she was going to say that.
It all feels so familiar. I think it may be time for yet another nap. It is almost time to begin.
If you couldn't tell, Byleth is, yes, a silent protagonist. As much as that annoys me, I hate the whole silent protagonist thing. I've said it a whole lot of times. I get why, especially in JRPGs, they like to use them. It's to let it's always to let the player kind of assume the role as the hero. It's kind of like why main characters in JRPGs are usually kind of like blank slates or really dull. It's so you can kind of add your own flair to it, but still, I don't know. I just give them a voice.
Were you having that dream again?
Thank you, Father, who I look nothing alike.
You've described her to me before. I don't think I've ever met anyone like that. In any case, just put that out of your mind for now. The battlefield is no place for idle thoughts. Risking your life is part of the job for mercenaries like us. Letting your mind wander is a sure way to get yourself killed. Okay, time to get moving. Our next job is in the kingdom. I told you before, it's far from here, so we'll need to leave at dawn. Oh, good grief. Everyone is already waiting for us outside.
Gerald, sir. Sorry to barge in, but your presence is needed.
All right, Rick, real quick, and I'm probably just grabbing on everything to analyze here, but so it looks like the different dialogue decisions will actually have an effect on, excuse me, on supports and stuff like that. As you saw, Gerald's opinion of us rose because of the way we answered that. So I'm curious, if we would have answered the other way, would it have been the other? Would it have fallen? Would he have just been annoyed? Like what's going on there?
Please forgive our intrusion. We wouldn't bother you with a situation not dire.
What do a bunch of kids like you want at this hour?
We're being pursued by a group of bandits. I can only hope that you will be so kind as to lend your support.
Bandits? Here?
It's true. They attacked us while we were at rest in our camp.
We've been separated from our companions and we're outnumbered. They're after our lives, not to mention our gold.
I'm impressed you're staying so calm considering the situation. Wait, that uniform.
Bandits spotted just outside the village. Damn, there are a lot of them.
I guess they followed you all the way here. We can't abandon this village now. Come on, let's move. Hope you're ready.
Do I have a choice? So they're just hucking you right into battle. Nothing against that. If you couldn't tell by the runtime of this video already, I do plan on doing longer videos, for this series. Just a little warning to you guys. I think with RPGs like this, it's just kind of the
before they overrun the village. Take down the enemies in front first. That should take the wind out of their sails.
What was I saying? It's just one of those that I think it's just the easiest way to handle it. Alright, select the unit to move. Use next to an enemy. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. So basics.
Stay focused.
Well, let's lead the charge. Okay. So I was curious. Can I move up and like hold position, move somebody up to assist in combat? No, I have to move and attack same turn. Okay, so that'll guarantee us a kill. What'll a normal attack do again? I'll take more weapon durability, but that's fine for now. Bam.
You fought well.
See, I like how it tells you how much skill you have left in the till you level up, not only in just experience but in your weapon rank. I like to see that as opposed to having it be ambiguous. Weapon will break when repeated uses brings its durability to 0. You can fight with a broken weapon, but your might and hit rate will be reduced. Interesting. So it's not just gone. You can fight with a broken. Interesting. Enemies will make follow attacks more easily. Be careful with your weapons. You cannot repair them mid-battle. Okay. I've heard that you've been able to repair them after battles, though. So that's a nice new change. Use the battle menu to create bookmark saves. Use tutorial guides. Okay. Yeah, the different battle phases.
I will prevail.
I've been curious about this, like what the talk feature is.
Strange aura about you. You say you're a mercenary, so show me what you can do.
Okay, so that builds support. All right.
I'll cut through.
My bows. Bows can attack from long range, although their hit rate is reduced as range increases. They are highly effective against flyers like Pegasus Knights and Wyvern Riders. Is it Wyvern Riders or Wyvern? I've always said Wyvern, but I could be wrong on that.
We'll advance while protecting ourselves from the enemy. Take up position inside.
Terrain effects. Certain terrain will have effects on the unit occupying it. Forests, for instance, raise units' evasion and defense. Move your units to advantageous terrain and prepare to meet the enemy. Okay.
Yes, good. If we're in the forest, we can sustain their attacks without losing the advantage.
Keep an eye out for others such as thickets and heal tiles. You can see the effects of terrain by placing the cursor over it, pressing X. Okay. Have to remember which button's X on the excuse me, sorry. I had to remember which tile's X on the for the Switch. Yeah, I know they're not in the best position right now, but it's just kind of how it's going to go for now. All right, good move, Dimitri.
This is a fine opportunity.
Alright, combat arts are powerful techniques. They use more weapon durability than usual. They do not typically allow for follow-up attacks. Units learn new combat arts when their weapon skills go up. There are no combat arts for reason or faith. Those skills grant magic instead. Reason and faith are the new light and dark magic. I believe that's the way it's working. I could hit him with the iron bow. That's his combat arts. He's got curved shot. Yeah, either way, it does the same amount of damage. God damn, I love I love Bowman. Go with the normal attack.
It's predictable.
And now we'll use Edelgard. Get the last hit.
Well, how was that?
Do we not get the team-ups anymore? I thought we did. Especially with them. Keep him in the same spot. Iron Lance. Yeah, because he gets assistance from Byleth in this one. Oh, does it just boost hit? Is that what it is? Yeah, okay. So it doesn't give you extra attacks or anything, it just boosts hit chance and whatnot. Okay, it's interesting. Take him down with the lance.
You never had a chance. As expected.
There we go. Items, blah, blah, blah. So stuff like, okay, then we can use vulneraries. Okay. What to do next? Let's just keep moving up, hiding in the bushes.
Damn! Why are there mercenaries in the village? Guess we'll have to deal with them too.
Unlike a bandit leader with exposed veins on his forehead. Oh, now you want to help. Oops. Okay, linked attacks. When you attack an enemy that is also in the attack range of one or more of your other units, you will trigger a linked attack. During linked attacks, your avoid rate and hit rate are higher than normal. Linked attacks between certain units will also raise might. Good use of linked attacks key to defeating powerful enemies. Linked attacks will also build up support. Okay. Item drops. Now I'm gonna hold Claude in that position for now. Move him up. Give him weight. Okay, cool. You can still do this. Or I can mark attack ranges. Actually, Dimitri, yeah, and Claude are both in range, but just how it's going to be for right now. I'm going to send Byleth over here to back up Dimitri. And not surprised he goes after Claude. Alright, do a little bit of damage there. Byleth over. Iron Sword. Take out that thief. That should give Byleth a level.
We must all do our part.
Alright, none in the... Let's go curved shot. And 1 health away from getting the kill.
Hey! You with the blank stare! Out of my way!
Giving Byleth the final shot, I guess. Come on, strength upgrade.
Another step forward.
Alright, health, speed, defense. That's not bad. What's that last one? Is it charisma or charm? Can't remember exactly. Oh, is this going to give us a story reason for Divine Pulse?
Honestly, what are you accomplishing with that little stunt? It's like you're trying to get me killed, you fool. Well, it's fine. After all, if you don't know the value of your own life, you're not going to protect it very well, are you? Course not. Well then, I guess it's up to me to guide you from now on, right?
I love her voice.
You can call me Sothis. But I'm also known as the Beginning.
No, what I was saying, it seems like there's going to be a story reason for Divine Pulse. If you haven't been following all the preview material for the game, Divine Pulse, basically, say a unit dies in battle, you can actually go back turns. You can use it so many times in a battle, so basically you don't have to completely start over. If you lose a unit, then you want to bring them back. It's an interesting mechanic that you can choose to use or not, depending on how hardcore you want to be. I apologize. But no, I'm glad they're going to actually give a story reason for it, not just have it be a mechanic in the game.
Sothis. Yes, that is it. My name is Sothis. And I am also called the Beginning. But who once called me that?
Oh my god, is this an I have amnesia moment?
I was not able to recall my name until just now. And just like that, it came to me. How odd. That look upon your face. Did you think me a child? A mere child who forgot her own name?
Little bit.
Phooey. That child just saved your life. And what does that make you?
Well, I mean, you did just say phooey, so...
Such arrogance. You look the part, but are you truly an adult?
No. Me personally, AJ out here in the real world, no, I'm not.
You threw yourself before an axe to save just one young girl. Yet all is well, as I have stalled the flow of time for now. You would have died had I not intervened.
Thank you. See, that was an option.
There now. Is gratitude so much to ask? I did deem you worth saving after all.
Not gonna lie, you're kind of a bitch.
Only momentary. Time has stopped. However did I manage that?
Okay, so are you all powerful, or do you have no fucking clue what you're doing, lady? I need an answer to this question.
When time begins again, the axe will tear into your flesh, and you will surely meet your end. How rude of you to drag me into this. Now, what to do?
I'll just stay here and wait to die, keep time frozen until I'm safe. Yeah, that's about the only option.
Of course. I must turn back the hands of time. Yes, I do believe it can be done. You really are quite troublesome.
Whatever. Again, my question was going to be, how come it took me saying something for you to remember you have this
I
power?
cannot wind back time too far, but all is well. You are aware of what's to come, which means you can protect yourself this time. Now go. Yes, you who bears the flames within. Drift through the flow of time to find the answers that you seek.
Once again, she doesn't sound too sure of herself.
Hey, over here!
Huh?
Hey, did you just...
The Knights of Seros are here. We'll cut you down for terrorizing our students.
Nice mustache.
The thieves are running away. Go after them. The students seem to be unharmed. And who's this?
Why him?
Yeah, MVP.
Captain Gerald? It is you! Goodness, it's been ages! Don't you recognize me? It's Alois, your old right-hand man! Well, that's how I always thought of myself anyway. Oh, it must have been 20 years ago that you went missing without a trace. I always knew you were still alive.
You haven't changed a bit, Alois. Just as loud as ever. And drop that captain nonsense. I'm not your captain anymore. These days, I'm just a wandering mercenary. One who has work to do. Goodbye, old friend.
Right. Goodbye, Captain. Wait, that isn't how this ends. I insist that you return to the monastery with me.
Garreg Mach Monastery. I suppose this was inevitable.
And how about you, kid? Are you the captain's child?
He's a stranger to me.
Is that so? Well, physical differences aside, your mannerisms do remind me of the captain.
Thank you for bringing up the fact that I look nothing like the guy who's supposed to be my dad.
I'd love for you to see the monastery too. You will join me, won't you? What's troubling you, Captain? You aren't about to run off again, are you?
Even I wouldn't dare run from the Knights of Seros.
The Knights of Seros? They do seem rather skilled. Ah, it seems your presence is required. Get going.
Damn kid ordering me around.
I appreciate your help back there. Your skill is beyond question. You're clearly an experienced mercenary. And your father, that would be Gerald, the Bladebreaker? Former captain of the Knights of Seros, oft praised as the strongest knight to ever live. Have I missed anything? How curious. I'd wager the explanation for that is fascinating indeed.
Hey, you are coming with us to the monastery, right? Of course you are. I'd love to bend your ear as we travel. Oh, I should mention that the three of us are students of the Officers' Academy at Garreg Mach Monastery. We were doing some training exercises when those bandits attacked. I definitely got the worst of it.
That would be because you ran off.
Too true. I was the first to make a strategic retreat. Everything would have worked out if these two hadn't followed me and ruined everything. Because of them, every single one of those bandits chased after us. Utterly ridiculous.
Ah, so that's what you were thinking, Claude. And here I thought you were acting as a decoy for the sake of us all.
His intentions were as clear as day. You will prove a lacking ruler if you cannot see the truth behind a person's words.
You will prove a lacking ruler yourself if you look for deceit behind every word and fail to trust those whom you rely on.
Oh, joy. A royal debate between their highnesses. I wonder how being completely predictable affects one's ability to wield power. Personally, as the embodiment of distrust, I'd say your little exchange smacks of naivete.
Me, naive. Tell me, are you actually incapable of keeping quiet, or is your lack of self-awareness a condition of some sort?
In any case, forgive our digression. I must speak with you if you can spare a moment. The way you held your ground against the bandits' leader was captivating. you never lost control of the situation. It showed me I still have much to learn.
Your skill is precisely why I must ask you to consider lending your services to the Empire. I might as well tell you now. I am no mere student. I am also the Adrestian Empire's...
Halt, Edelgard. Please allow me to finish my own proposition. The Holy Kingdom of Fargus is in dire need of exceptional individuals like yourself.
I don't know why Fargus just sounds really funny.
Please, do consider returning to the kingdom with me.
Whoa there, you two sure are hasty. Trying to recruit someone you just met. Tactless, really. I was personally planning to develop a deep and lasting friendship on our journey back to the monastery before begging for favors. But it seems there's no time for niceties in this world. So, capable stranger, let's get right to it. Where does your allegiance lie?
It seems one's place of birth is quite significant to them. Yet they are so impressed by you that you may take your pick. Well?
Basically, you have the... It's like, what, aren't we... from what I remember, we're on a continent with three main powers, which are Edelgard's, the Adrestian Empire, the Holy Kingdom of Fargus, with Dimitri, and the Lightcaster Alliance with Claude. I always forget his name. But again, because I'm doing a Black Eagles Let's Play, let's go Adrestia.
A wise choice. Though the Empire has fallen from its former glory, the other regions are merely offshoots that pale in comparison.
All right, that's enough with the small talk. It's time to head back to the monastery.
Looks like we'll have to pick this up another time.
My, they are in such a hurry. You know, each of the three is most unique.
Oh, great, I have to actually read. She's a refined young woman, but I feel as though she is always evaluating me. He seems quite sincere, but I sense darkness lurking beneath. Is that foreshadowing for the... You know, if you've seen the trailers after the time skip, he gets an eye patch, really long hair, and looks like he's gone insane. Kind of reminds me of Kenpachi Saraki from Bleach. His easy smile is striking, but that smile doesn't reach his eyes.
I felt the same.
Basically, Claude's always playing an angle.
Oh, I may be sleeping, but...
I always kind of got that from Claude, that it always seems like he's like I said, kind of playing an angle. You know, Edelgard might be a little snooty, Claude just is, you know, doing his thing. I guess Dimitri is like the most like knight-like of any of them.
Great Tree Moon. 3 houses. The icy winds of the Agma Mountains have begun to scatter, and the verdant fields once again spring to life across Fodlan, heralding the start of a new year.
Fodlan is the name of the
celebrate
continent.
The dawning year, the people pray that they may realize their full potential, just as a tiny sprout hopes to one day grow into a great tree. The continent of Fodlan,
Oh, there we go.
protected by a revered goddess, has existed since time immemorial. 3 ruling powers now control the land. In the south lies a region long held by a more than 1,000-year-old dynasty, the Adrestian Empire. Beyond its borders, to the frigid north, is the home of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus, ruled by the royal family and its knights. To the east, a league of nobles that heeds no king nor emperor rules what is called the Leicester Alliance. Once consumed by a tempest of war and turmoil, Fodlan and these 3 mighty powers now exist in relative harmony.
This will be your first time at the monastery. I'd be happy to show you around.
It really is Fodlan in a nutshell. The good and the bad.
Like it or not, we'll be there soon enough.
See, this game teaches a bad lesson, that you can become best friends with somebody without ever having to say a word.
There it is. Garrick Mock Monastery.
And again, this pseudo 3D animation style.
Rhea's here.
I wonder, did the flow of time bring you here?
Jeez, why does Byleth always have that sour look on his face? He just looks grumpy.
It's been years since I've last set eyes on this place. To be forced to see her now, You saw her in the courtyard earlier, didn't you? The Archbishop, Lady Rhea. As you know, the majority of folks in Fodlan are devout followers of the teachings of Seros. The leader of that ridiculously large religious organization is the Archbishop, Lady Rhea.
Okay, so she's basically the Pope.
Thank you for your patience, Gerald. My name is Seteth. I am an advisor to the Archbishop.
Although sadly, she doesn't have as cool of a hat.
Right. Hello.
It has been a long time, Gerald. I wonder, was it the will of the goddess that we have another chance meeting like this?
Actually, I can't tell if that's a headdress or if that's actually a hat. Like, I can't tell, like, if it's, like, connected to, like, the collar of her cloak. Whatever.
Forgive my silence all these years. Much has happened since we last spoke.
So I see. The miracle of fatherhood has blessed you. That is your child, is it not?
Yes. Born many years after I left this place, I wish I could introduce you to the mother of my child, but I'm afraid we lost her to illness.
I see. My condolences. As for you, I heard of your valiant efforts from Alois. What is your name? A fine name indeed. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you for saving those students of the Officers' Academy. Gerald, you already know what it is I wish to say, do you not?
You want me to rejoin the Knights of Seros, don't you? I won't say no, but...
Your apprehension stings. I had expected that Alois would have already asked this of you. I must step away for now, but I expect they will desire a word with you soon. Please listen carefully to what they have to say. Until tomorrow, farewell.
I can't believe it. Forced back into the Knights of Seros. I'm sorry I dragged you into this. Looks like I'll be stuck here for a while. And I'm afraid your services are requested as well.
I must work here? Well, also, how's he being forced? I mean, they really haven't even, like, officially asked him, and couldn't he just say no? Like, I want some reasoning behind why he's saying he's being forced to work here, because if anything, it just seems like they're guilting him into it.
Nothing like that. They want you to teach, by the sound of it. You heard those brats earlier talking about the Officers' Academy, right? Well, the Academy just happens to be short a professor. And apparently that damned Alois went and recommended you to Lady Rhea.
There we go. Okay, I was curious as to why I'm being asked to teach and not you.
So, you must be the new professor. My, how stern and handsome you are.
Well, hello.
No. I'm not the one you're looking for.
Oh, just talking to him.
You can handle things from here. Good luck. And watch out for Lady Rhea. I don't know what she's thinking making you a professor like this. She may be up to something. Stay on your guard.
So I'm guessing he doesn't trust the church.
Oh, it's you then? So young.
Competence and age are not necessarily correlated, as you well know.
How much you want to bet that he's a stuffy academic, given his, his clothes, mustache, and monocle?
I am Hanneman, a Crest scholar and professor at the Officers' Academy. I wonder if you bear a crest of your own. When next you have a moment to spare, I insist that you pay me a visit so we can delve into the subject further.
I'm Manuela. I'm a professor, a physician, a songstress, and available. It's nice to meet you.
Well, hello.
Of course. Before I came here, I belonged to a renowned opera company. Perhaps you've heard of me? The Middlefranc Opera Company's beautiful, peerless.
Spare our colleague the needless chatter, Manuela.
And your shameless self-promotion.
Now then, it seems you'll be taking charge of one of the Academy's 3 houses. I expect you haven't yet been briefed on the nature of each, have you?
Do you really not know? Fine. I'll do you a favor and explain. The Officers' Academy is comprised of 3 houses of students, each of which is closely affiliated with its region of origin. The Black Eagle House is for students from the Adrestian Empire. Their house leader this year is Edelgard, the Imperial Princess, who is in line to be the next Emperor.
The Blue Lion House is for students from the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. Their house leader this year is Prince Dimitri. He is to be the next king of Fargus.
Lastly, there is the Golden Deer House, which is for students of the Leicester Alliance. Their house leader is Claude, grandson to Duke Regan, the leader of the Alliance.
To think that the next Emperor, King, and Sovereign Duke are all here. It certainly is a promising year for the Academy.
I'll say. I just hope none of those little treasures cause any trouble.
Quite. For now, I suggest taking a stroll around the Academy to get your bearings. And when you've a moment, please stop by my research laboratory.
The old man has a point. Oh, and keep in mind that I've only notified the house leaders that you're our new professor. It's more fun that way. I suggest you try spending time with the students. Some odd ducks in that bunch, but they're good kids.
Yeah, it wouldn't be fun if there
We'll
weren't.
have more information for you tomorrow, but that should get you going. Good luck. You'll need it.
Have you no intention of changing your mind, Rhea? Appointing a stranger, a child no less, as a professor at our esteemed academy is...
I have made my decision, Sedith. I know worrying comes naturally to you, but there is truly no need. That stranger is Gerald's flesh and blood, after all.
I can't say that's all too comforting. How trustworthy is this Geralt character? Is he not the man who went missing after the Great Fire 21 years ago? I would remind you that Flayn is now here with us as well. I beg of you, please consider whether this is an unnecessary risk.
Sedith, they have my trust. Let that be enough for you as well. More importantly, I have received a report from Shamir. I am increasingly concerned about a matter regarding our suspicious individual. We cannot ignore those who harbor ill will toward the Church, especially if they are frequenting Garrick Mach.
Yes, that matter is of great importance as well. I shall continue my investigation. Rhea, for now I will have faith that you are placing your trust with the utmost care. I pray that nothing occurs to shake that confidence.
Excuse me, I was holding that one in. Alright, so I assume now we're gonna get to run around the monastery. So, please excuse me if I make it just somewhere it just slips out that probably used joke of however many points to Gryffindor. Just ignore me. you know, I just my brain totally went blank there. I was about to make some sort of comment, other than, you know, joking about that. Oh, right. It had to do with the age of Byleth, that I actually found interesting. We watched a video, I think it was on Game Informer, that they thought it was weird that, you know, they're like, no, Byleth couldn't romance any of the students. Although I actually know that all the romancing or whatever comes after the time skip, near the second half of the game, where we jump into the future by 5 years. So, you know, there's that, but two, it seems from that dialogue that Byleth's actually not that much older than any of the other characters. Because what if Geralt left, as they just said, 21 years ago? What? Assuming he got, you know, Byleth was born, you know, extremely close to that. I mean, Byleth's like, what, in his early 20s at most? Yeah, I know, I'm just sitting here running my mouth, but this is just kind of sitting here waiting for things to stop showing us all the groups training. Again, right there again, that pseudo 3D mixed with that sort of anime style. I don't have a name for it, I can't put my finger on it, but I love it.
Of course.
I still don't trust this bitch. Alright, let's see here. If you're ever unsure what to do next. Objectives, right stick moves cameras. Okay. Okay, so sprint. Okay. Interesting.
I assume you are already aware that you will be teaching here at the Officers' Academy, correct? To start, please speak with the 3 house leaders. You should also take a look around the academy and acquaint yourself with your new home. That is your first task here at the monastery. Please let me know if you accept it. Once you have finished, come and speak with me. May I ask a favor of you?
Okay, so we'll get a vulnerary, 500 gold. Sorry. Okay. Quests are tasks given to you by people around the monastery. Those who can give or are involved with quests will have icons by them. Consult the quest menus. Okay. Okay, so that button opens this. So we'll have the goals, roster. This is all of the students here at... Oh, wow, they're 15. Okay. Petra's 15. I think that's the... 16, 17. Okay, so even Hubert's 20. They're all 17. I love how Byleth's age is unknown. Again, words are hard. Again, they said that Great Fire happened 21 years ago, so that means Byleth has to be under the age of 21. Especially if Byleth was born after the Geralt left the Knights. So again, can we get it? They gave us an idea. Can we get an age for Byleth? That's just weird to me.
Ha! I imagine you were a bit surprised that I recommended you as a professor here. Frankly, we had someone else in mind for the role, but they ran off during our dust-up with the bandits. Can't entrust students to someone who's abandoned them once before, huh?
You saved the lives of the students you came across. That, at least, was admirable.
I'm gonna make you think higher of us by the end of this, dude.
Go around the monastery and see that you greet everyone.
He doesn't like us now, but I'm gonna change his mind. But if you're wondering why I was surprised by the ages, I mean, I'm just surprised that we're seeing as much of an age difference in the characters as we are. I figured that it would be what was I saying? I figured they'd all be a lot closer together, not ranging from 15 to 20. But and see here again, you're seeing class commoner, noble, you know, the crests. I'm not 100% sure what the crests are, but I'll get into that at a later date. But Because I'm sure we'll get that explained to us. But again, I liked how everybody kind of starts with this base class. And then can be upgraded as we go. That's not exactly how I wanted to express that. How everybody is with this just base class that it's just either common or noble. It's just a general class, and then we can kit them out and change them how we see fit. I like that idea. Okay, so here we go. So class unique. Okay, so that's the commoner. There's a common birth who must compensate. This class can use some magic, and then we have all these classes that we can upgrade into, and then they have the advanced classes. Just the look of his head on top of that, all that armor. Airborne knight with overall high stats, but weakness exposed magic. This class move after blah blah blah. It's the Wyvern Rider. Not sure what this locked one is. Should be taken at Professor level C. Oh, that's right, because we also have to raise our Professor level too. So I forgot that's a thing. Jesus Christ. So you can even see, you know, their details of the life. You know, born the son of restaurant owners. Jesus Christ. So you also have likes and dislikes, interests. Jeez, there's a lot of crap there. If you guys want me to, I will go over all of that stuff. You know, like I'll go through like each character's bio or whatever in here, at some other time. I'm not going to do it right now because we've already been going on for about an hour. And, if I go through all of that, if I go through and read all that stuff, I'm going to get lost and whatever. So, mini map in the upper right hand corner. Okay. So yeah, like I said, go into the comments, tell me if you want me to go through each of the individual characters and whatnot. Be happy to.
So, you've accepted a teaching position here. Pity. I was hoping you would lend your strength to the Empire. I never properly introduced myself, did I? My name is Edelgard von Hresburg.
I'm not even going to try and pronounce that last name.
I am the princess and heir apparent of the Adrestian Empire. I wonder if you'll be tasked with leading the Black Eagles. I hope you've had a chance to meet everyone. Would you like to know more about any of the Black Eagles?
Okay, so is it just gonna take us?
Well, some think I'm a bit distant, arrogant even, but there's little to be done. One day I must rise to become Adrestia's next emperor.
Okay.
What else? Well, it seems to me that we may have similar personalities.
Okay, so then again, you got all the stats. Noble, I'm trying to think. Defining ability, each character has their own individual defining ability. So for her, it multiplies experience by 1.2. She's strong in swords, axes, I'm not sure what the flag is, and armor, and weak with bows and tomes, or certain kind of magic. Because it's not tomes anymore. I'm trying to think, there's one other thing I wanted to bring up about this. Nah, we'll get into more of the teaching stuff as we go. But, like with Edelgard, like it said, she's weak against bows. I believe, like, if you press them enough, if you teach them, or if you have other instructors come in to help out, you can actually not only break through those weaknesses, you can actually turn them into, you might find, like, hidden potentials within characters. It's an interesting idea.
Hubert is the heir of Marquis Vestra. He has served me since I was a child. You may think his blood runs a bit cold, but actually that's rather accurate. Still, if you can get past that, you'll see he's quite astute and reasonable.
Alright, grants might 5 with gambits. You know what? Instead of just going through all that extra stuff in the stats page, I'm just going to go through each of these characters and get the...
He thinks of me as a bitter rival and is always trying to challenge me. It's terribly irritating.
And get all of these little descriptions.
His house is that of Duke Ayer, which produces Adrestia's prime ministers. That family is perhaps too pleased with its own status.
No weaknesses. Interesting. I also know, I believe he's also a bit of a ladies' man. Although they usually, or I guess womanizer is the proper way to describe that.
He's remarkably intelligent, but he only wishes to apply himself to tasks that particularly interest him, and nothing else. He's also fond of, well, napping.
You know what? I hate his haircut, but I can at least agree with him on that. I love napping, and I'm the same way. I usually don't, if something doesn't interest me, meh. I just generally just don't put any effort into it. It's one of those things that kind of kicked my ass in school.
If he had any work ethic or sense of duty to speak of, I suppose he would be destined to become an official of the Empire. He's the second son of Count Burgleys. He has no inheritance in his future, which is perhaps why he's always so eager to prove himself. He's overly energetic and rushes headfirst into any battle. If he ends up in your care, be sure to keep a close eye on him.
I believe he's also adopted.
She's Count Varley's only daughter. I suppose you could say she's a bit eccentric, but she seems like a gentle soul. I believe she's shut herself away in her quarters and doesn't care to leave, but don't worry, I'll make sure she finds her way to class. Few commoners have joined the Black Eagle House, but Dorothea is an exception. She's a songstress from a famous opera company in the Empire. I'm not entirely sure what brought her to the Officers' Academy.
Again, from what I have read and know about the character, I believe it was that Manuela lady, the same opera company. Dorothea sees her as kind of like it's like an idol.
To the west of Fodlan is an archipelago called Brigid. Petra is the granddaughter of their king. Brigid is a vassal state of the Empire, which is how she came to be enrolled here. She's incredibly smart and studious.
Given from what I've heard of her personality, I believe she would make a really good, I believe the class is Myrmidon, or a sword master, so to speak.
Pardon me. Greetings! You must be the new professor. What a pleasure. As for me, my job is to stand here at this glorious entrance and leisurely watch over the comings and goings of everyone. Make folks smile, you know? And by that, I mean to vigilantly guard this entrance with my very life. No levity whatsoever. As of now, nothing to report.
Also, this might sound like an odd thing to bring up, but if the way I'm going about this game is kind of weird to any veterans of the Fire Emblem games, I'm kind of treating this like the person I'm talking to is like me and doesn't have a whole hell of a lot of knowledge or hasn't really been following this game. Because I mean, hell, there are tons of people who know way more about this game than even I do, but not saying I know everything about it. I'm just talking in circles now. Either way, it's just, I'll try not to just like show, just doing that whole show, just trying to show all these like little bits and pieces, like I hope things will speed up as we go, but this first video is going to be a lot of kind of like running around exploring and whatnot.
Here, did you? Talk about a great first impression. I guess that means I'd better introduce myself properly. I'm Claude von Regan. I'm from the ruling house of the Leicester Alliance, but don't worry too much about all that madness. I'm guessing you don't know which class you'll be teaching yet, do you? I bet you'd like ours. We're not as difficult as the other two. Have you met the folks from the Golden Deer House yet? Care to know more about anyone?
Yeah, sure.
Piqued your interest, have I? As luck would have it, I'm pretty curious about you as well. But what's life without a bit of mystery? Let's just spend the next year or so learning about each other little by little. He's the heir of Gloucester territory.
I hate that haircut.
If you haven't already picked up on it, he's a bit arrogant and fancies himself a ladies' man. That said, deep down he's really devoted and honest. Though I wouldn't mind never hearing him talk about his noble obligations ever again. He comes from a merchant family, but his parents died in an accident. Seems like he's had a rough life.
Could you not get him a bigger shirt?
Despite all that, he's just about the most cheerful guy you'll ever meet. His passions are training, eating, and actually that's about it.
Once again, you couldn't get him a bigger shirt?
He's the second son of a merchant family. Since his brother will inherit the business, he's training to become a knight. If you ask me, it doesn't seem like he truly wants to be a knight. He's probably just doing it to please his parents. Lysithea is the daughter of Count Ordelia, and is probably the youngest student here. But watch out, she gets angry if you treat her like a child. As for me, I do it on purpose. You have to make your own fun in this place, you know?
I do gotta say, of all of the three lords, Claude's my favorite, but I do like that, I like that sort of witty, you know what, you never know exactly where he stands, kind of like a roguish personality it is.
Marianne is Margrave Edmund's daughter, and that's pretty much all I know about her.
It's one of those, it's not necessarily Claude I like, it's just his archetype.
She doesn't interact much with other students, so I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of folks here have never even heard her speak. Hilda is the only daughter of Duke Goneril. It seems her father and brother coddle her quite a bit. If you look up lazy in the dictionary, her picture won't be there because she never got around to submitting it. Not too unusual for a noble, I guess.
And finally,
Leone enrolled because she wants to be a mercenary. I think she said that her father is a hunter. She's pretty blunt and as stingy as they come. A habitual saver, too. I think she's hoping to repay her village for helping to send her here.
and that's the Golden Deer House. So many people I want to talk to.
The Golden Deer House is for students of the Leicester Alliance. Our house leader is heir to the Alliance's leadership, House Regan. We have plenty of other prominent nobles as well.
Thank you.
Ah, you must be the renowned mercenary who rescued Claude. Honestly, you should not have troubled yourself over the likes of him. My name is Lawrence Hellman Gloucester. You will want to remember it.
I already don't like you. Your haircut, the rose you're wearing, your personality. I'm not a fan of yours.
Someone's guest? The dining hall's that way, if that's what you're looking for.
No, Raphael. That's Captain Gerald's kid. Hi, I'm Leone Pinelli, Captain Gerald's first and greatest apprentice. I'm sure he's told you about me.
Nice to meet you. I'm Raphael Kirsten. Who are you again?
Thank you, Raphael.
Well... So you're the skilled mercenary who saved Claude, are you?
Oh, you are? It's such an honor to meet you. Ignatz Victor. My parents are Alliance merchants.
And I am Lysithea von Ordelia. Please do not forget it.
There's a lot of Ia names in this game, isn't there?
Hey, are you that mercenary? Everyone's been talking about you. I'm Hilda Valentine Goneril, and her name is...
Marianne von Edmund.
Are you joining the Knights of Saros or something? Well, I look forward to seeing more of you.
And I believe that is everyone. Or at least everyone in here.
What do you think?
Yeah, we can talk more to Claude, but really there's no point in that.
This classroom belongs to the Blue Lion House. Our house leader is Prince Dimitri. All of us here hail from the Holy Kingdom of Fargus.
Hey there. Are you the mercenary who saved His Highness? It's an honor to meet you. I'm Sylvain Jose Gautier. Feel free to say hi whenever you like. Like that.
Hi there. You must be the one everyone's talking about. I'm Ash. Great to meet you. This here is Dedu. He serves Prince Dimitri.
I have heard that you rescued His Highness. Words cannot express my gratitude. Should you ever require my strength, please know that I will hasten to repay this debt.
Thank you, Dedu. You have a really cool name, by the way.
I have heard all
all about what you did from Prince Dimitri. As a citizen of Fargus, I thank you.
He also said you're quite skilled. And he doesn't just say things like that. I look forward to sparring with you and beating you.
Felix, must you always speak of fighting right away? Oh, and, you may call me Ingrid. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
That Felix guy, I believe he's another Swordmaster type character.
And who's this? You don't look familiar at all. Do you work here at the monastery?
Oh, Mercy! Do you think this is that mercenary people have been talking about?
Now that I think about it, that does sound like something Dimitri may have said. I suppose you'll be enrolling at the Officers' Academy too, then? Well, it's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Mercedes, and this is my best friend.
I'm Annette. It's nice to meet you.
Alright, I believe the next classroom over is...
This is the
Homeroom with the Black Eagles.
Our house leader is Princess
Yeah. Thanks, dude. Oh.
What? I don't talk to strangers.
I already hate you.
Bernadetta, this is no stranger. Our house leader owes this person a great debt. Is that not right? I am Ferdinand von Eyre, legitimate son of the Eyre family, the Empire's foremost house. Are you going to join our class? I look forward to getting better acquainted with you.
You know, I think I said he was the womanizer. I don't think that's right. I think that was that orange-haired dude in the Blue Lions, with the guy with the open shirt. I believe that's who he was. I kind of get them confused because their models are extremely similar.
You just lovely.
Hello.
First time in the monastery? Shall I show you around?
I like your hat.
My name is Dorothea. Before I joined the academy, I was a member of an opera company in the Empire. You should hear me sing sometime.
Is it true that you saved Edelgard? That's incredible. The name's Caspar, by the way. Pleased to meet you.
Linhard, goodbye.
Sheesh, Linhard. How'd you get into the academy with those men? So, are you a student here too? Maybe we'll be in the same class.
Thank you.
And it looks like
I am Hubert, a humble servant of Lady Edelgard.
Last group here.
I heard you came to the aid of Her Highness. You have my most sincere thanks. This is Petra. She has come all the way from Brigid to study in the Empire. Back on her archipelago, she is actually a princess. In Fodlan terms, she would be called heir to the throne.
Hello. I am called Petra. I am pleased to be meeting with... I am pleased to have met you.
Right, I heard about that. Her dialogue is kind of, I don't want to say weird, but it's selling that whole she's new to Fodlan's language, so she's trying to what the hell is my brain's not working here. God damn, I've totally lost my train of thought there. You know, she's learning the language of Fodlan. That's what I'm trying to get at. So her speech patterns are a little off. There we go. Jeez.
Please accept my apologies for the other day. You came to our aid, yet I hadn't even the courtesy to properly introduce myself. I am Dimitri Alexandra Blathid, Crown Prince of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. Of course, at the Academy, I am simply a student. And I've heard word that you are to become a professor here. Delightful news. I still have much to learn, but I'm confident I could benefit greatly from your guidance. In any case, welcome to the Mon. I hear you're investigating the different houses here. Did any of the Blue Lions catch your attention? Me? Oh, please forgive me. It's difficult to open up on the spot, don't you think? I'm afraid my story has not been a pleasant one. I do hope that doesn't color your view of me, but I understand if that can't be helped.
Alright, he seems kind of like a... What's the word? Humble?
Dedu was born in Dusker.
Excuse me.
My service for the past 4 years. He's rather taciturn, but once you get to know him, you'll see he's a kind and good-natured young man. Felix is the heir to House Fraldarius. He has a bit of a sharp tongue, but don't let that fool you. Deep down, he's a good guy. He gravitates toward people who are skilled. Perhaps you would enjoy a friendly competition with him sometime. He's the adoptive son of Lord Lenato of Castle Gaspar, but I hear he was born a commoner. He has an extremely earnest personality, so I'm certain he will approach your lectures with great enthusiasm. Sylvain is the heir to House Gautier. He is a capable person who highly values his friends. That said, well, he's always been a bit of a...
Yeah.
skirt chaser, so to speak. Pardon my bluntness. I speak with him about it often, but it doesn't seem to help.
Yeah, okay, so Sylvain is... Okay, yeah, I got Sylvain and that orange-haired guy on in the Black Eagles flipped around. I love how his personal ability is called Philanderer.
I hear she was born to imperial nobility, but a twist of fate brought her to the kingdom. She may seem carefree on the surface, but she's actually a kind soul who pays careful attention to everyone around her. Annette is Baron Dominic's niece. She is a talented student who scored extremely high marks at the Royal School of Sorcery. She's cheerful and hardworking. Brilliant, really. Though she can be a bit oblivious at times. I hear she caused an explosion in the kitchen last night. Ingrid is Count Galatia's daughter. She is also a childhood friend of Felix, Sylvain, and myself. She is diligent, industrious, and principled. In truth, she is more knightly than most knights you will ever meet.
All right. There we go. Quest complete. Suppose I should return to Rhea. Let's keep exploring, though.
Hello.
Yes.
The second floor was actually where I wanted to go. See, I like how in the map you can open it up and you can see what's available at the different locations. Ah, there it is. You can open up the map so you can see who's where and who you can actually have a conversation with.
Let's see. I'm real busy, so could you please move along now? Thanks. Okay, now, what else did Lady Rhea need doing?
What happened? Here I am again, the office of the Captain of the Knights. That said, I'm merely here to assist. Apparently, the current captain is getting on in years. I hear the captain has a hard time keeping up with the responsibilities of the job. That's where I come in.
Oh, Professor! Dropping by so soon? I expected we'd take some time, exchange a few smiles as we passed in the hall, flirt a bit, you know.
Hey, she gets right to the point.
Here now, and I do like a man who knows what he wants. Lock the door. Huh. That
All right.
welcome didn't faze you at all, did it? What's the matter? Don't you like me? Or are you just so innocent you don't understand me?
Come on, lady. Are you being serious with me? You joking with me? What? Alright, this guy. I'm gonna guess some sort of priest.
Welcome to the library. Here you may find
A librarian. Okay.
reaches of Vodla. I am Tomas, the librarian. If you have need of me, do not hesitate to ask. I have worked here for... I have lost track of the decades, it seems.
You know, believe I've already mentioned this, but I do have the I'm like content pass or what. I'm not sure what the hell it's called with Nintendo games or whatever, but I have the season pass for this game, so I will be playing the. They're planning on releasing more story content next year, characters, outfits. They're planning on doing like a lot of post-release stuff with this game, so. Just a little heads up if any of you out there haven't bought it yet and didn't know that there's going to be a bunch of stuff like that, and we're kind of like on the fence of the, oh my god, of the season pass or content pass, whatever the hell it's called. What could this crest be? We know what 100% what the crest is.
I've worked hard to furnish it with the rare materials and purpose-built equipment required for my work.
Okay. Well, I'd kind of like you to explain to me a little bit more what crests are. I know they're like special powers or something like that. That each, these like the nobles are born with, or people are just born with in this game, in this world. But I don't know. I hope it's just going to get explained to us sooner or later. All right, let's go pick our house.
How are you enjoying your time at the Academy thus far? I hope you have found our halls brimming with the vitality of well-intentioned souls.
I suppose it is time for you to take charge of one of our 3 houses of students. I must note that I am personally against entrusting someone as lacking in trackable history as yourself with such a task. But it is as the Archbishop desires.
The Black Eagles, the Blue Lions, and the Golden Deer. All so different. I hope you've made it a point to get to know each of them.
Since you are new here, we have decided to allow you first pick. Manuela and I will take charge of the remaining 2 houses.
Oh, cool. I like how it even shows you the other students, just in case you haven't fully grabbed onto who it is. Many skilled archers, excel at military arts, and I am going with the Black Eagles.
So you have chosen the Black Eagles led by Edelgard, correct?
That's right, I have chosen Daenerys, I mean Edelgard.
Your heart has made its choice, then. All I ask is that you guide these open minds with virtue, care, and sincerity.
I still don't trust you, lady.
They are all promising youths who bear the weight of Fodlan's future upon their shoulders. I hope you appreciate what an honor it is to lead them.
Brother? Oh, I am so sincerely sorry. I did not mean to interrupt.
I am in the middle of something, Flane. Is it urgent?
No, it's nothing. More importantly, who is this?
This is our newest professor at the Academy.
Oh my! A new addition to the Officers' Academy! I am so very pleased to meet you, Professor. I am Sedith's little sister, Flame. I am so happy to make your acquaintance.
Let us focus on the topic at hand. There is something you should be aware of. In a few days' time, there will be a mock battle between the 3 houses, intended to gauge the current progress of the students. We will be using this battle as an opportunity to ascertain your own abilities as well. Please do not disappoint the Archbishop. That is all.
Wait, so our new professor is you? I didn't see that one coming.
Easy, Caspar. Aren't you being a bit rude?
You know it's a waste of time to expect politeness from him. It will be a pleasure learning from you, Professor. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm off to take a nap.
Don't look at me like that! Oh, and please don't talk to me too much either.
I feel like I've already made a mistake.
I'm sorry for the chaos you've walked into.
I hear we are rather close in age, Professor. I hope you do not mind if we treat you like one of us. In our class, we try to treat each other as equals, despite any differences in age or status. Personally, I would love to include you in that inner circle.
You have a gut.
What's the point of giving us that option?
Great joy from your teachings.
There was one option. Why? Whatever.
Petra, I believe you mean to say that our professor has guts. That's a bit different from having a gut. You can't go around saying someone so slim and attractive has a gut.
I already like this chick with the hat.
Please take my apologies. I have not yet mastered this language. Professor, I want you to know that it's perfectly acceptable for you to treat me as you do the others. I may be the Imperial Princess, but here at the Academy, I'm just another student. That said, know that I have high expectations of you, and high hopes. But I'm certain you can lead the Black Eagle House to greatness.
Sure. Now let's break the ice with a training session. I want to see our new teacher in action.
Why will the ice be broken? Is this a custom I have missed in my studies?
Not real ice, just the ice of, well, it just means let's get to know each other.
I don't want to train. Let's stay in the classroom and learn from a book.
Can we kick her out of the house?
Let's all calm down and have a nice cup of tea, how about? Doesn't that sound lovely, Professor?
I know we all agreed to treat each other as equals, but there is a limit to what I can tolerate. The esteemed Black Eagle House requires order.
Shut up.
Looks like your first job will be to quiet down this racket. I don't envy you.
Thank you, guy who I feel like might become evil in the future.
They're not normally this rowdy. I do hope you can manage, Professor.
All right. I'm not sure why this is being shown to us. Alright, there are new places to explore in the monastery. Received 1,000 gold from the Church of Saros as funding for this month's activities.
Say, while you're here, I'd like to use this device I designed to determine whether the power of a crest resides within you. Won't hurt a bit. Promise. You don't know about crests? Well, allow me to tell you everything, absolutely everything about them. Is your calendar clear? This will.
I hate your mustache.
Crests are a fascinating topic, but before one can dive deeply into said topic, one must first understand what crests are. They are power incarnate. They are said to have been bestowed upon humans by the goddess countless ages ago. They exist within the flesh and are passed down through bloodlines. Those who carry crests may excel at magic, display exceptional strength, or any number of boons. Each crest has its own power, the nature of which is beyond mortal understanding. For now.
Why? Why give us a dialogue option? I don't get it.
I suspect as much, yes. But we won't know for sure unless I look into the matter. As I said, crests are passed down through the blood. However, just because someone carries a crest does not necessarily mean their descendants will inherit it as well. Only a scarce few descendants of a crest's bloodline end up inheriting that crest's power. Perhaps one of your ancestors bore a crest, and you just happen to inherit it. That is how a crest usually presents itself, after all. Yes, of course. I'll get to the bottom of it straight away. Now then, please go ahead and hold out your arm over this device here. What is this? A pattern I've never seen before. Is it possible an as yet undiscovered crest has been detected? To think, There are still crests out there that even I am unaware of. How thrilling! Pardon my unrestrained jubilation. I have much to consider. You may leave now. I have more research to do in regard to this crest. Yes, so very much more research. But for now, your work here is done. What could this line here be indicating? Perhaps it represents a lack of symmetry. Or perhaps, what in the world? Oh, I see. It may be connected to that, but to a greater degree than usual.
This guy's crazy, isn't he? Yeah, I know the crests are important. It has to do with, again, with the bloodlines and lineage and yada, 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 yada. But I'm not sure if there's a gameplay perspective in that. Like, even when you looked at the roster...
Professors of the Officers Academy receive a schedule for the month ahead.
Sorry. Even when you look at the roster of all the students, you can see which ones have a crest and which ones don't. I mean, I'm just curious to know, like, what the gameplay implications are.
It notes the days of which events
Sorry.
and missions will take place that month. Pay careful attention to your schedule, so that you may thoughtfully plan what you intend to do each month, and when.
Monastery schedule features different events on different days each week. You will have one day off when you may choose an activity from the list. Your only option at first will be Explore. Select calendar with directional buttons to view the schedule. Okay, so that's our first day off. And this is the house rivalry battle along with Ferdinand's birthday, Hubert's birthday. Interesting. I'm curious to see how this is gonna... how this is all gonna pan out. You know, seminar battle, there's also rest. I also know there's you can usually skip a lot of this exploration and this school stuff if you want. But, I don't know, personally I like it. I'm a fan of this. So this is my room now. I thought I heard a girl's voice, but I must have been imagining things. Okay, so I can change. Yeah, I like the... Okay. Curious though. I want to see what the front of it looks like. It's not a bad look, actually. If it wasn't for the dumb hat, I think I'd like it a lot more. Mostly, I just don't like the whole open sleeve thing. It's about my big issue with it. Alright, let's see here. Greetings all. Please assist me by catching delectable fish for the Saint... I can't pronounce that. Help growing vegetables. Food in the dining hall is pretty amazing. Is anyone interested in sharing a meal? Ladies preferred. Sylvain. Okay, so we got some... Okay, so we have never mind. I guess we don't have quests. Oh, no, it's just telling us that there are quests out there available. Ah.
These are the students' quarters. To better help you supervise them, you also have a room here. Your room is here at the end. Commoner students also reside on the first floor, while the second is primarily for students of noble birth. As a rule, we try to avoid discrimination based on social status here, but the nobility can be quite insistent when it comes to matters of propriety. Speaking of, it would be best for you to avoid improper conduct. I expect you to set a good example for the students.
I don't like you. Like I said, I have a feeling we're gonna end up friends with him. Yeah, just my guess. Okay, so we got all those people to talk to. Dining hall occupants, people who are by the fishing pond, the greenhouse. So many people to talk to. Let's go this way towards the quests.
I'm not too keen on the professor of my class. I really hope to focus more on strategy. Maybe I should talk to my...
Yes. Let me know when you are hungry. I will make you a quality meal, as thanks for your service to His Highness. I have a request.
Sure. This is just teaching us about the fishing. There's a greenhouse, apparently, that we can grow food, I guess.
I heard about the upcoming mock battle. I want you to know, Professor, that I do not intend to lose. I hereby declare my intention to prevail at... Goodness, listen to me. The thrill of competition has carried me away. I won't speak so formally of a class assignment in the future.
Yeah, it's fine. You're gonna get your ass kicked anyways. You know what, guys? Give me a quick second. I'm gonna make a cut here. I'm gonna go grab a, go grab something to drink. Forgot that's not the pause button. Let's see what these guys want.
Hey, Teach. I hear there's gonna be a mock battle between the houses. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a bit concerned about facing an elite mercenary like you. Maybe take it easy on us. What do you say?
No.
Oh, Professor, have you adjusted to life at the academy yet? Me, I'm still not used to it. I'm not one for all this studying and training.
Yeah, Claude said you were lazy.
Hi.
Yeah, I'm not sure as the series goes on if we're gonna have, you know, like if we're gonna do like every conversation on days off, but I said I'm not sure. I haven't fully decided. I kind of like the idea of doing it though.
Professor, I hope you know I am having great abilities for reading and writing. With sadness, I still have struggles with speaking. If my ways of speech are causing a burden, I hope you will have forgiveness.
And showing us the dining hall. So do the candles and everything, do they like float and shit? Or again, am I thinking too much Harry Potter?
Yes. I'm busy. Do you want something? I can't right now, but let's fight soon. I look forward to beating you.
Ah, see, we're making friends already.
Ugh, I really need to eat. I can't hold out until the next meal. Why can't the dining hall stay open all the time? I need to keep eating if I want to get stronger.
Fat, you know, that's what happened to me, but... Although I guess my problem is eating without the exercise, so... Nah.
Hello there, Professor. Well, I call you that, but I am afraid I am not a student here myself. Should the opportunity arise, I would love to become a student and begin my studies in earnest. The monastery is kind enough to provide a sanctuary for my brother and I. He's the only family I... Might you help me with a favor?
So also gain renown. Not sure what that is, but okay. Greenhouse and the fishing pond. Oh, cool. Owl. Love owls. God damn it. I keep pressing that button. Thinking it's going to show me the... It's going to give me a... Not a map, but it's going to be the main menu. Jeez. How much more is there to this place? Blah, blah. Flayn, Dedu, and Sylvain. Okay.
Goddess, I pray to thee. Please protect us.
Sure. Alright, to begin fishing, first select your bait. Wait until you see the silhouette of a fish that you want to catch, and then press the A button to hook it. Don't wait too long, though, or the fish will escape with the bait. Okay. Line breaks, fish will escape. Repeatedly execute. Okay. Pretty simple. There we go. Alright. Take that, fish. I love how that gives me professor levels. Okay, so we go to him. Can we, like, buy bait from him? Stuff like that? How many cats there are just running around?
You have helped me so much.
I have no idea what renown is, but, okay. I think there's a quest. Ah, it's Sylvain. Ah, that's right. He wanted something with, can't remember. Alright, he wanted to eat with people.
I'm Captain Gerald's first and best apprentice. I can beat anyone, Professor. Even you, if I have to.
Yeah, well, I'm Captain Gerald's... I can't... God damn it, I can't speak. I'm Captain Gerald's son, so fuck off.
It may have been only for a short time, but I learned from the absolute best. I don't like to come out unless I really have to. Hope you're okay with that, Professor.
Okay. Seeing if there's anyone else. Looks like Linhart and Sylvain can still be talked to. Just kind of running through, making sure. I at least want to talk to, like, all the main characters. I love how the Pegasus Knight is just, like, floating there. Because, you know, shouldn't that not be possible?
Right.
Yeah, there's Sylvain. I don't know where the other two are, though. So I know Linhart.
Dorothea, Hilda, and Mercedes. Lady Rhea's quite the beauty, too. And I must admit, I've even checked out Professor Manuela once or twice.
Yeah, who hasn't?
You know, Professor, I think I'm going to like it at the Officers' Academy. There are beautiful girls as far as the eye can see. Professor, I've got a small favor to ask.
I accepted share a bite. Okay, I want to see how to get to the... How do you get to the second floor of the dormitory? Oh, okay, I think it's at this... All the way down here at the end. There should be a set of stairs or something. Ah, there's Linhart.
The Great Tree Moon is the best time of the year for naps. I could just forget all about my assignment.
Yeah, making friends.
Let's see. I'm a little busy. If you're looking for the greenhouse, it's right there.
Alright, thanks, kid. You're kind of an ass, but whatever.
Oh, did you come to look at the plants too? The greenhouse here is really incredible. There are so many rare flowers I'd never seen back home, and herbs I never even knew existed. My adoptive father is the real expert. He taught me everything I know about herbs, including how to tell them apart and how to make medicines. You should try looking around the greenhouse sometime if the mood strikes you. Maybe something will catch your eye.
Sure, let's do gardening. By gardening, you can harvest all kinds of crops. Flowers, for instance, make great gifts. Some people might even decorate their rooms with the flowers you give them. Use the plant command to decide which seeds to use. More seeds mean a bigger harvest, while more compatible seeds will lead to higher quality. Interesting. Use the cultivate command to pay the garden keeper. God damn it, the greenhouse keeper. There we go. To look after your crop, the more you spend, the better your harvest will be. Your crop will be ready 1 week after you plant your seeds. Use the harvest command. Okay. So let's plant Dedu's seeds. You offer the seeds of the greenhouse keeper. Check back when you next explore the monastery in a free day. Okay. Infused with magic.
My thanks.
Quest complete. Alright. So yeah, like I said, this is all basically just teaching us how the inside of the monastery works. Alright, we talked to Linhart. Anyone else? Nope, we talked to everyone on the first floor. The actual academy, so there's Edelgard. There's a lot of conversations to have there. Same in the reception hall. Yeah, I still have no clue how to get to the second floor of... It's over in this direction. Ah! Except I can't go up there. Okay. Okay, so we can talk to the dining staff to invite somebody for a meal. But before that, actually, let's come up here, see if there's anyone to talk to up here. Speaking of which...
Dimitri and Claude are the leaders of the other two houses. Do not underestimate them. When we take the field, it would be best not to engage the both of them at once.
Some believe the dignity of the Empire rests on the results of the mock battle. That's an overstatement, of course. Still, we must do our best to prevail. You should take the time to learn each student's abilities. Perhaps some extra lesson. You look as if you have no idea what's going on here. I know my way around, so I'm happy to help you find your footing. The monastery has some exceptional facilities that everyone who lives at the Officers' Academy is welcome to make use of. For example, you can enjoy a meal with your students at the dining hall, or take part in some one-on-one sparring at the training grounds. I suggest visiting the various facilities whenever you have the time to spare. It's a great way to get to know the students, faculty, and various workers here. Have you noticed the bulletin boards placed around the monastery? Those contain requests people have posted, as well as helpful information from the market. If you prove yourself by helping people with their requests, certain facilities here will become available for your use. The bulletin board is updated frequently, so I suggest checking it at least once a month. You should take your time when speaking with everyone, but when it comes to using the facilities, well, you need to be more careful about that. If you use them without planning ahead, your free time will be gone before you know it.
And explore the monastery as much as you like, but certain activities will only be available while you have activity points. Okay. When you are done exploring, press the L button to end your free time and proceed to the next week.
A great deal is expected from professors of the Officers' Academy, so it's important to hone your skills. To put it plainly, you'll need to keep expanding your knowledge of all disciplines, not just battle.
Professor level determines your maximum activity points. Raise it by reading books, taking part in activities, and interacting with students. Okay.
Listen to this. Wow, Yuritsa sure seems strong. I kind of thought he was going to be the new professor assigned to our class. After that teacher ran away during our outdoor training, I figured Yuritsa was a natural replacement. I was surprised when you were suddenly appointed professor instead. I don't think I could hold my own against Yuritsa in battle. I could probably take you, though.
Oh, really, kid? Not a chance.
With enough training, I'm sure I'll beat you someday.
Yeah, someday, but that is not today. Jackass.
I care nothing of friendship.
Oh, I hate your mask.
If you have no business here, leave.
Dick. I promise we will have more battle stuff before the end of this video. I really do. It's just I love this kind of stuff, this exploration and goofing around or whatever.
That's so.
Whoa, the sauna. Okay, that's an interesting thing to have. I guess that's not available to us at the moment. Yeah, I love this kind of stuff, all this running around and micromanaging and all this bullcrap. Absolutely love this kind of stuff. So, this is why I said I'm going to be doing like really long form videos. Like this one's probably going to push the 2-hour mark, if not exceed it, because I do plan on doing the that mock battle.
Let me tell you the provenance of our class name, the Eagle. That refers to the twin-headed eagle on the Adrestian Empire's coat of arms, and black is the traditional color of the Empire's armor, hence black eagles.
Thank you. I didn't need to know that, but thank you all the same. I want to know why his marker is blue on the map and not yellow. I'm curious about that, though.
Right. Before I came to the Officers Academy, I attended a school of magic in the Kingdom Capital. That's where I met Annie. That's what I call Annette. Oh, I guess Lawrence was at the School of Magic too. But Annie was always just so nice to me, even though I was older. She's my best friend in the world.
I know Mercedes has a big following. She's pretty, and from what I say, it's just her personality is apparently well liked.
The House derived its name from the honorary title of the first king of Fargus. Lug, the king of lions, wore brilliantly blue garments. His chivalric exploits are recorded in multiple legends. The library holds various historical accounts regarding him and the Blue Lions. If you find time, you should read them. They're filled with insights.
Right, looks like that's everyone in here.
Ah.
Hi, Professor. How are you doing? If you're not busy, would you like to join me on a little trip into town? If I'm cooped up in this dusty old monastery for too long, it drives me absolutely crazy. Hi, Professor. If I'm cooped up...
Let's go.
Hi, this is the Golden Deer House. You're in charge of a different class, right? Too bad we won't see more of each other. I'm happy to learn from you if the opportunity comes up.
Our house is that of the Golden Deer. Do you know the significance of that name, Professor? Golden deer are sacred creatures, said to have protected Leicester since time immemorial. All three of the houses have a meaning behind their name. You should feel free to ask around if that sort of knowledge interests you.
I still hate you. You're my least favorite student in this game. Somehow you beat the shy girl of the Black Eagles. And that's everyone here. Still have to go to the reception hall. Oh, god damn. How many people want to talk to me?
Hello. Okay.
Yeah, the second floor.
Hi, Professor. Have you got... It's absolutely loaded with valuable information. I only wish I wasn't burdened with the necessity of sleep, so I could spend all my hours there. In a manner, yes. But it's more that I want to learn as much as I possibly can.
See, I have a similar thing with her, except I want to spend all my time playing video games.
Professor?
Here's an idea.
Yes.
There's one more student in here. Ah, there you go.
Hello, Professor. I have a teeny tiny question for you, if that's all right. You haven't seen a man with hair the same color as mine, a scowling face, and a generally gloomy demeanor, have you? I suppose it was silly to ask.
Okay. Let's see here. Ah. That's good, good. Alright, so we still have the second floor of this building.
All right.
Okay, that doesn't lead anywhere, actually.
Indeed.
I'm looking to get back to the mess hall.
Hello.
Or the dining hall, whatever the hell you want to call it.
Listen.
And found it. Okay. I guess this is good just to kind of figure out exactly, like, how this place is set up. Today's special is Saghurt and cream, a baked confection coated with Noah fruit. Okay, so we can... I know that thing with the smiley face up at the top. I know what that is. I just cannot remember off the top of my head what it's for. Okay, so I'm gonna guess that all the people with the blue arrows are telling me, you know, it's what's the word? It's going to increase relationship. I'm gonna guess the down is going to decrease it. Maybe, I don't know. How many people am I allowed to invite? 2? Okay. Bring the house leader and Dorothea.
I think I like this, but it's been a while, so I'm not sure.
Oh, I love this meal. How did you know?
Oh, I had a video game help me. Oh, okay, so it's like individuals with their little happy faces and whatnot. I'm trying to remember what that is. I think it's like dedication or something. It helps when you're actually doing lessons and stuff like that. I know that. Bonds among the 3 of you grew stronger. The 2 you invited are more motivated. Yeah, it's motivation. There we go. Boom, new professor level. Go me. Receive more monthly funds. Okay.
Nice. I knew I could count on you.
Okay, so we don't have any more points, but before we advance and do the last thing we're going to do in this video, which is going to be the final, which is like the big house battle, I do want to do one last thing. I want to... Ooh, items. I want to go back to the reception hall, and I'm lost again.
As it were.
Okay.
So, listen to this.
Okay. I want to go to the second floor of the... Yeah, okay. Second floor, talk to the teachers and everything before we finish up and move on to the next day.
Well, of course. Do bear in mind that even as you are appraising your students, they are appraising you as well. I hope that you will do your best to form lasting bonds with your flock. Oh, and I look forward to witnessing your prowess in the mock battle.
Okay, the thing she's wearing is a hat, or crown, or whatever. I was really kind of curious about that. It's with that owl that keeps flying around.
The church has changed a lot since my time. Sedith, Hanneman, Manuela, Yuritsa, and many of the knights. None of them were around 20 years ago.
Well, yeah, it's because you're old. Oh, I'm sorry, was that mean? I feel like that was mean.
I think. Captain Gerald has hardly changed since 20 years ago. I've aged at least 3 times as much as he has. Why am I talking about this? Oh, right. It was because I just overheard Tomas remarking on the subject. The leader of a legendary group of knights returned. People are bound to be talking about the old captain.
A mock battle? This early? Wow, Professor. They're not giving you any time to settle in, are they? Don't worry, though. Should you get injured, I will care for you all through your recuperation. I will see to you, oh so very, very personally.
Okay.
I think. Greetings.
Apparently, there is to be a mock battle between the houses.
Interesting, but I hope you understand that I have far more important things on my mind. My research is proceeding slower than I would like. Your crest is something of a challenge. Frustrating, yet also quite intriguing. I was wondering if I might get a sample of your flesh. A couple square inches would do. No? Perhaps some blood? A couple of drops on the device are all I need.
Yeah, you can have that second one. But you're not going to skin me, you creepy bastard.
Professor, I hear you are lacking in knowledge of the Church of Seros. The library contains countless documents about the teaching and the history of the Church. I encourage you to make good use of them.
Check the bookshelves to read all sorts of reference materials. Okay. Okay, so. Alright. If you want me to come in here sometime, pause, you know, we'll go through all these books. I'll pause so you can, you know, I'll hold on to each one for a little bit so you can pause and read as you would like. Nah, that's not something I'm gonna do right now. This video's already gone on for way too long. Well, I say way too long, but it's more. I think I've covered just about everyone. All right, let's move on. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to. Sure. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go and talk to every single character. Every free day like that, but I don't know. I might. I haven't decided. Alright, mission Rivalry of the Houses. Formerly a promising young mercenary, you are now the newest professor at the prestigious Officers Academy. Students and faculty alike look on you with curiosity as you engage in a mock battle between the school's three houses. Sure. But yeah, I'll try and include some battle stuff, some RPG stuff, you know, something for everyone. As we keep going through this game. If two units are next to each other, they can swap items. But yeah, it's just with games like this, I like the slow burn. Obviously, like I like to really explore and get to know everything.
This is my chance to measure your worth as an instructor. Do you think you can rise to the challenge? So confident. This will be interesting. Each of us has undergone strict training. We're prepared for anything that comes our way. That means there's no need to hold back. Show us what you're capable of.
Hey there. Did we miss our invite to this strategy meeting? No, no worries. We'll just join in now.
Simply tell me your weaknesses and you're welcome to stay. But is there enough time to cover them all?
Ah, so you can't win unless you know my weakness. Poor princess. You really should believe in yourself more.
I spare no effort when pursuing victory. As a master of schemes, I should think you would understand.
Schemes? Me? I have no idea what you're talking about. I plan to fight fair and square as ever.
Hearing the words fair and square from Claude can only be a bad omen.
You know, I like this banter. It really sets up the dynamic for these three, that they're all... there's a rivalry there, but they all still, you know, respect each other. I kind of dig it.
Your Highnesses haven't known me for very long, but you already have me figured out, don't you?
No need to poke fun. I will fight with honor. That said, I will fight to win.
Yes, and the same is true of us. Right, Professor?
If that is how you feel, then I will not hold back.
Oh, how precious. Looks like you and the students have become fast friends.
While I am pleased that you are taking the initiative to acquaint yourself with the students, I'm afraid it's about time for the faculty strategy meeting.
Ah, how time flies. In that case, I'll see you later.
Edelgard. Professor, be careful out there.
So what, are we going to be using, like, blunted weapons or something like that so we don't, you know, kill each other? Casual mode units whose hit points reduce to 0 retreat from battle and return afterwards. In classic mode, they are lost forever. If hit points reduce 0 in classic mode, the game is over. In casual, it only ends if your army is defeated. Oh, interesting. Alright, magic can provide new means of attack and defense to a unit that has the skill and is of an appropriate class. You must equip attack magic in place of a weapon, but you can use assist magic regardless of your other equipment. All magic has limited uses, but these will replenish at the end of the battle. Okay. The magic your units gain access to is determined by their skill. Study reason to learn black or dark magic. Develop faith to learn white magic. Okay. Yeah, from what I heard, it's, like, magic isn't like tomes, so it's, words are hard. Battle preparation, choose units, choose your inventory, and choose the map, placement of the units. Okay. But yeah, magic is a little different this time around than what it was in previous games. In previous games, it was like tomes and stuff. Tomes were the weapon, now it's just magic, and it's based on skill. Like, you don't have to actually, like, equip the magic. Well, I guess you do in Dark Magic's case, you have to equip the magic, but it's a little different than, it's a little different than the tomes. It's hard, yeah. I guess it might not be that different if I'm looking at this correctly. Okay, do we have any, like, free weapons? We got iron swords, training swords. Okay, looks like we don't have any free weapons. Yeah, Linhart, Hubert, both of them are magic users. We got a lance, an axe, and me with a sword. Bow, sword. And she's got magic. Trying to think how I want to break this out. Like combat arts. Okay. Sorry, I'm just kind of going through this stuff again, just trying to fully understand everything. Battalions, I don't think... Yeah, we don't have any battalions or anything like that just yet. Yeah, let's look at the units. Oh, that was cool. Okay, so you can see, like, learned magic. Okay, so yeah, it's basically you equip the spell, not a tome. So basically, once, like, miasma breaks, or, you know, it has all of its uses, it'll come back at the end of the battle. Okay, so that's how that's going to work. Alright. I understand this a little bit more now. Alright. Supports. The other houses. Okay, so... Oh, cool. So you can actually see the supports with the other characters. Oh, that's interesting. Anything else I want to look at? Let's take a look at the map. Alright, so I got 2 magic users. Okay, so I can choose who I want to equip, or who I want to bring out. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna keep Linhart because he has heal magic, so he'll probably be useful. I'm debating, though. I feel like actually I want to bring out Petra, not Ferdinand. Because I like her a little bit more, and in all honesty, what's her magic? It's thunder. I like her more than Hubert, so there we go. I'm choosing more of the characters right now than I am the actual. I'm choosing characters over class at the moment, and yeah, that deployment will look good. All right. I've goofed around enough. Let's grab a quick save and fight. Byleth or Edelgard falls in battle. Okay.
The battle is finally here. Will you lead us to victory?
I'm sure you already understand, but the house that defeats the other 2 is declared the winner. Incidentally, I'll be overseeing this mock battle, so listen well if you want to win.
Alright, since this is a practice battle, units who are defeated will not be permanently lost.
Stay focused.
Alright, I'm gonna send him, have him wait in the woods.
I will get the victory.
Petra, provide backup.
I will prevail.
Edelgard, have her tank.
Battle.
Have our magic users kind of wait in the wings.
None of your shallow tactics are required, Claude. Ignatz and I will dismantle the opposition.
Me? But I'm not ready.
Are you making light of our new professor? If you drop your guard, you're gonna get hurt.
Ash, can you move to the front lines? I want to lure the enemy this way.
Got it, Your Highness. Leave it to me.
Once you finish preparing, make your move. Did you? Mercedes? Keep our enemy occupied until then. I'm on it.
Oh my. We'll try our best.
That's 15 damage. Jesus Christ, she hits hard. And she does almost no damage with that move. Jeez. Ah, there we go. She'll do a lot more damage if I actually use her magic. Yeah, sure. Ah, that sucks. And we'll attack with magic again. Oh, that's right. Doesn't Nosferatu also drains when it hits. With the Iron Axe, we'll go after Ash.
It's a long road yet.
Not some bad bit. That's some pretty good growths. Okay, we can take out Ash. Yeah, let's just take out Ash. Be done with it. And we crit.
So strong. Have to do better next time.
My heart is full of victory. You're in good form.
And might as well take out Lorenz.
Unthinkable.
As expected.
Well done, Teach. I may have to take this seriously after all.
Yeah, I don't want to deal with that that trap that he has set up. Oh, he doubles us. Okay. How much? He's got 20 health. Okay, be able to do 10. Edelgard won't be able to finish him off, but get some good damage. There we go. And Dorothea will attack with the training sword.
I've lost.
All roses have thorns.
Save her magic and also just get her the experience. Hide in the bush. Have her and Byleth take up the front line, just in case the rest of the...
Really gonna fight two houses at once? An impressive display of confidence.
This is a good opportunity for us. Let's forge ahead.
Exactly what I thought was going to happen. The blue lions are now going to come forward. Trying to think here how I want to handle this. Okay, so they've got their bows, axes. Hand axe, is that still a ranged weapon? I know that a hand axe can be used as either ranged or close up. I'm just not sure if it's both. Okay, that's a heal tile. Interesting. Okay, she's a mage, not surprised. He is also mage. Alright, what to do. I don't have any. I don't have any combat arts with axes. So yeah, let's just move in and hit him. There we go. Move Petra up to kind of assist. Edelgard's kind of in the back. Can't really use her right now. Move up and attack. What is assist? That's okay. That's what I thought. That's heal. Let's use Nosferatu again. Almost got him out. And she's also out of range, so I really can't do anything with Dorothea. Just hold on for now. Ah, crap.
I did not grab.
Yeah, magic is probably something that we shouldn't use to attack Mercedes. You know, with her being a, at least she's a magic type kind of character. So she's actually got really good resistance.
Dimitri, it's time.
Very well. I accept your challenge.
I would expect no less.
Yeah, we're just both gonna hit each other. And as long as Byleth hits...
I refuse to yield. Do not fool yourself into believing I will hold back.
You know, Dimitri falls. Yes, we got a strength boost.
My training was insufficient. I am so sorry, everyone. The rest is up.
Alright. Assist, use heal. Because Byleth is probably going to be the one taking the attack from Dedu. And Mercedes can't attack back because she's got a bow. And crap, he went after Edelgard. Oh, that sucks. Alright, well, that's oh god, almost knocked over my Mountain Dew on my desk. That would not have been good. Oh, cool. Oh, we get to retain experience. Interesting. That's, I don't know. I guess everybody needs to suffer a loss. Whatnot. Okay, let's begin this battle again.
The mock battle is finally here.
Blah, blah, blah.
I'm sure you're incidentally.
Alright. Let's try this again, shall we?
Stay focused.
I will get the victory.
Have all of them be kind of our front line. Still keep Dorothea and... Yeah, why can't I remember green-haired dude's name?
Me?
Leave them in the back. Blah, blah, blah.
Once you finish preparing,
Oh my.
I really like this battle music. And thunder, nah, it's not worth taking that damage. Use Wrath Strike, really cause the damage. Yeah, she'll take a hit. But she's still standing. Get the finish. And the experience.
I won't go down so easily.
Go. Let's start working on axe skill. I'm not sure what class I want to make Byleth just yet, so might as well kind of work around for a little bit and kind of pick up skills as we go, or weapon skills to be more precise. It's super low damage. I just didn't want to waste a spell this early. Blah, blah, blah.
I've lost.
That works.
Not quite what I was after.
And let's finish him off with Petra. Oh wait, no, not finish him off. He's still got a little bit of health. That sucks. Oh, come on. I really got to pay more attention.
I shouldn't strain myself.
There we go.
Now you know your limits. It's a long road yet.
Alright, let's see here. Move her up. Give her weight. Not 100% sure why they healed. Is there... What's her ability? Oh yeah, I've seen this in other games. Okay, interesting. So you can actually see the character model, though we've seen the character model plenty. Okay. Sorry, I was trying to find their individual skill. Oh, okay, there we go. Trying to think how I want to handle this. Okay, so we can move up here, take on the blue lions like we just did, and then probably get our ass handed to us again. No, I think I'm gonna go the long way around, actually. And try and fight Claude and other girl. I think it's the smarter route, in all honesty.
Let's use the forest to set up an ambush. I'm counting on your support, everyone.
If they're waiting in the forest, we do well to take a detour.
And okay. I see how heal works. Alright, there we go. You gotta be right next to him.
Thanks so much.
There we go. We'll heal up Dorothea.
That's my cue.
Just trying to skirt around these guys so I don't have to activate their trap just yet. Creating a stupid line, but not much else I can do right now.
Well, we're surrounded. All we can do is fight back with all our might.
Really, they're not taking action yet? Okay. Yeah, actually, this is... Yeah, so we'll... Lower chance to hit, but her chance to hit is also pretty crappy. Plus, we double. So yeah, I say we go after. Boom, there we go. And my last use of thunder. Oh god, no, I'm not gonna waste it like that. Have him attack through the wall.
Was that really necessary?
Knock her out of action. Now Claude has to attack. Linhardt, that's not good.
Coming up with brilliant schemes I can handle, no problem. But you know that was a joke, right? Jeez, not so much as a smile.
There we go. Just because I think it's poetic.
I'll win no matter what, but you're only making things harder for yourself.
Losing hasn't even crossed your mind, has it? Ooh, this will be a bit of a shock then.
To shock was your intention to begin with, was it not?
Too easy.
Oh, that sucks. Fine.
Growth is a part of life.
That's not a bad one.
Ugh, I hate losing. I guess I'll just have to settle for cheering the others on.
Didn't I just knock out your entire house? Yeah, all that's left is your professor.
I'd like to take it easy.
Yeah. Take a vulnerary. And looks like we'll finish her off. 100% hit. Bam. That should have worked. There we go.
Well done. I nearly wound up a patient in my own infirmary.
I will not be stopping.
Come on. Really? Alright, that's frustrating.
You've made it past Manuela, eh? I see now I must focus and then make my move.
I wanted the boost to strength, but I guess I get crap. And yes, I get it. Frustrating level ups and random level ups, whatever, are just kind of, it's just kind of a thing with this game.
Beautiful work, Professor. But the true challenge starts now.
Gonna come after us, or are you gonna still stand there and wait?
Caution is needed.
Hold position and there we go. Trying to figure out how to quickly end turn. Charge up, we'll hit Dedu. And it came out the victor in that little exchange.
I'm not setting a very good example.
Because Edelgard really can't do much else. Come up, hit Mercedes.
I will get the victory.
Might as well move up, just get the experience and boost in swords. And now we take out Mercedes.
Oh no. This is as far as I can go.
Flame Spirit, protect me.
And I'll move up and heal Byleth.
Thank you.
And Lindhart got a level. Cool. Again, I'm getting crap level ups here. Oh, that's not good. Not gonna lie, not who I thought he'd go after. We can finish off Daydu with the axe.
Apologies, Your Highness. I can go no further.
That is that.
Edelgard can...
Very well. I accept your challenge. With you as my opponent, I won't hold anything back.
I would expect no less.
I know it doesn't matter. I know no matter what, my students won't die in this, but I'm just trying to get in the habit of trying to protect them and keep them from dying. This is kind of
Shouldn't strain myself.
kind of complicated. Complicated is not necessarily the right word, but yeah, she'd go down if she tried to take that fight. She hits, she wins, and crits. I'll take it. It's kind of weird trying to play the...
I am so sorry, everyone. The rest is up to you.
Trying to play this where you have to be aggressive, but... you have to be aggressive, but you also have to be careful at the same time. It's really kind of like an odd mixture. I mean, I've already gotten that, even, you know, getting my ass kicked and whatnot. Dorothea, pick up the health. I still want to know what's with this random healing. Oh, I think I figured it out. I remember now, what was her ability called? Adjacent allies recover up to 10% of max HP for the start of the turn. Right, that's what it was. I forgot Dorothea's songstress ability. I forgot about that. Okay, so okay, that's what Charm does. Okay, I've been trying to figure that out for a while. It's hit rate and critical hits. Okay. Sorry, just kind of reading up on what some of this crap does. Trying to get him to attack me. There we go. There we go. Interesting. So pressing the little plus button gives you a different map view. Interesting.
I will get the victory.
There we go. Close turn. Not going to do anything, I guess. All right. Go with our sword, and looks like we'll double.
My goodness. The leadership of someone with actual battle experience is, well, I was as good as useless.
Should I have held back?
There we go.
All right, that's that. The winner of this mock battle is the Black Eagle House.
Even though it was just a mock battle, we defeated both houses masterfully. Take pride in this victory, everyone.
Oh, Petra. Okay. Oh, so it affects motivation with how they, you know, MVP affects motivation and everything too. Interesting.
Excellent work today, Professor. Though our victory should come as no surprise. Was it? I'm not sure I agree with that.
That was impressing, Professor. I mean, impressive.
We gained a victory because of your great leadership.
We certainly did. We all tried our best, of course, but we couldn't have won without you.
I was curious what it would look like if you did not hold back, and you did not disappoint.
I dare say we owe our victory to Lady Edelgard.
How so? For that battle, she was only a soldier following our professor's command. Sure, she was an incredibly powerful soldier.
Don't worry about it too much, Linhardt. All that matters is that we won.
I'm all done with being on the battlefield, okay? I'd rather stay back than pursue victory out there.
You were all as ridiculous as always. We only managed to win because we worked together. Was it something I said? Is it so odd, me talking about togetherness? If so, that perception must change. In fact, I'm canceling the festivities so we can discuss this topic further. I'm kidding, of course. Come on, everyone. We've earned this celebration.
She's kind of odd. Oh well.
Your work with the students was remarkable. I can see Geralt trained you well. I do hope you were able to use the occasion to bond with the students. I'm so happy to hear it. Nothing would please me more than if you used this coming year to grow closer still.
Of course, the mock battle was mere practice. The real fight is the battle of the Eagle and Lion, which will take place during the Wyvern Moon. You are expected to properly train your students so as not to humiliate the Academy during the long-held tradition that is the coming battle.
As for today, I have called you here to tell you of your mission for the month ahead. Your class is to dispose of some bandits causing trouble nearby.
Those affiliated with Garreg Monastery have a moral obligation to help those in need, regardless of social standing.
So basically you're using these students as mercenaries.
Students are no exception. Each month before the newly birthed moon departs, each house of students must complete their assigned mission. You shall work to complete the task at hand alongside your students and report back to the Archbishop before the deadline. Understood? I will soon provide you with the necessary details for your first mission. If I told you now, I expect you would only forget, and I despise repeating myself.
Kind of a dick.
I sense something special within your heart. I have high hopes for you.
Bandits, they say. Do you recall when we first met? You shall not fall so shamelessly again, correct? Have you no words for me? Do not tell me that you are shocked to hear from me. You ought to know that I am always with you now. To hear my voice should not come as a shock.
What is this nonsense? All I was told was to kill as many noble pipsqueaks as possible. No one said anything about the Knights of damn Seiros being on our trail.
You have proven yourself worthless, distracted by something so trivial. I had hoped you would achieve your goal despite the setback. But now a child of the Knight's former captain is in play. How interesting.
Hey, this isn't what I agreed to!
Hiring a mercenary as a professor. What was that woman thinking?
Are you listening to me? How do we finish this?
You die.
What?
Underestimating the Knights was an amateur mistake. One you will pay for. The road to eternal torment awaits you all. Now I must locate your replacements.
Wait! Get back here! Damn you!
Alright, well guys, I think we're going to call this one here. This video's gone on well too long. I want to say, as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Facebook, Twitter, the website, minds.com. Links and stuff is down in the description below. Like, comment, if you're not already. Please subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned more next time. Till then, my name's AJ Gels. This is Something Game Channel. I'm out.